Hello, everyone. Welcome back to JSA TV and JSA Podcast. We are here with Karen Petersburg of PowerHouse Data Centers. You're back on JSA TV. We interviewed you recently, a few months ago, so we're going to get an update for all of our viewers about what's going on over at PowerHouse. We are live here at beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii for PTC’24. Very happy to be here. So just tell us a little. I know this is your first time at the event, right? So tell us
Yep.
a little bit about how it's going, what you're excited about.
Yeah, well, it's obviously a beautiful venue, the amazing hotel. But we've had some really good meetings with some clients and customers, and just had a great time right now networking and getting our name out there, making sure people understand what's coming up and what we're doing and what we're all about. So it's been really good so far.
Excellent, excellent. We love to hear that. So I know you Powerhouse has some big projects up your sleeve right now.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming builds?
Sure. Well, so we've got a huge amount of projects in the pipeline, but we're not really socializing them all. But here at PTC, we are kind of talking about four of them. A couple of them I'm actually in charge of the development on. So this is a couple. We've got a 49-acre campus in Reno. So that's a really exciting project for us. We already have bridging power ready to go in 2025. So
Nice.
it's a powered land play, enough to put a first building up, and then it can be expandable up to 300 megawatts. So it's pretty exciting. And the Tri-Reno area is really favorable for data center builds and great tax benefits and things like that. So we're super excited. Obviously, it's my build, so I'm really excited. And then the other one is Charlotte, which is a 129-acre campus. So that's a really big one. We could probably get about 500 megawatts out of that one. So we're super excited working with Duke, getting the power set up. And then just right down from Ashburn, we have the new Nova. I don't know if everybody's aware of that, but the new Nova is getting expanded down to 95. So Spotsylvania County, we have a huge 800 megawatt land play there. We've already purchased the transformers for the first two. So we're super excited, and it's going to be a really great one for us. So
Wow, that's
yeah.
amazing! So much going on over there at
Yeah.
Powerhouse.
Yes.
Lots of demand, and you all are keeping up with it.
That's
So,
right.
and also you all focus on some major hyperscale
Yes.
builds. So, can you talk a little bit about your approach to that when it comes to new
Sure.
projects in that vein, challenges? What you look at
Right.
there.
Of course. Yeah, we do focus on hyperscalers. Their business model and what they're trying to do really works well for what we are trying to do. And so we primarily do a powered shell, and so it plays in well with what our hyperscale customers need. And so we have to really build these great relationships with them, because as technology changes and evolves, so does the design, which translates into the type of the building that we actually have to put out in the pro forma on the development. And so it's really important to build those relationships. The PTC is a great example of one way of being able to do that, and it's been really good for us so far. And but obviously, with large scale campuses, there are challenges, right? There's a huge amount of capital outlay that goes into getting the power ready to go, so that when we do say that we have land, there's power there. And that's a big capital outlay. So, having that in the bank is tough. So having those good investment partners to help us land those deals is really great. So
Excellent. Yeah, it's one of the common threads we talk about a lot on JSA TV, the power of partnership as the
Yes.
digital infrastructure industry tries to keep up with the amazing growth that's happening.
Exactly.
So just to divert a little bit into
Sure.
a slightly different topic. So I know you're involved in some community initiatives. Can you just tell us a little bit about what you got going on there?
Sure. Yeah, I'm involved with a lot of different organizations. I'm primarily focused on education and STEM. It's as everybody is aware, like, our workforce is diminishing. We have a huge demand, and so there's a big gap there, a talent gap that we're trying to solve for. And a lot of times you think about STEM, you think about computer science, you think about coding. You don't think about some of these other ancillary things that we do to support the data center industry as a whole. And a lot of those has to do with the operation of the data centers and the technologists, or the people who work on the equipment, that service the equipment. They're the highest demand. And so it's really hard to bridge that gap and get those people interested in those types of things when you have these sexy things like AI and machine learning out there, right?
Yeah.
So it's really finding those organizations that are focused on demystifying the data center industry and getting the education out to the masses. So Nomad Futurist Foundation's doing an incredible job there. There's other organizations too, and when you think about STEM, you think primarily male dominated. It's still a
Mhm.
male dominated industry, but women are making huge strides, and it's really important to get to the youth at a young age and talk to them and let them know, talk to your kids. It's really up to us to talk to your kids, let them know what the data center industry is about and what we're trying to do here. There's so much opportunity, but until we tell our children and let them know that it's okay, it's cool to be in STEM, right? It's cool to be a geek, right? Not many people get that, but it is cool. You don't have to go to home ec. You can go to shop, and it's perfectly fine, and you're going to have a great career, and it's really lucrative. So it's finding those organizations like Women Tech Forum, WIMCO, Women in Mission Critical Organizations, part of 7x24, these women support networks. You can see them around here. They're growing. It's so important to help your fellow women, support them, help them throughout the industry, and just build that network that way. And if we do that and everybody's working together and you talk to your kids, we can really start publicizing what this industry is about and educating the public. It's so important to keep the talent pool coming in,
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're seeing the importance of that right now.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm a huge fan of women supporting women and everyone supporting women in tech and STEM. So thank you so much for the
You're
important work
welcome.
that you're doing there, and thank you for joining us
Oh,
today,
thanks for
Karen.
having me.
Yeah, we always love having you on JSA TV, and thank you to the JSA TV viewers who are hanging out with us as we're coming at you live from PTC 24. Happy networking.